Niko Counter-Strike, professionally known as Niko, stands as one of the most celebrated and mechanically gifted players in the history of Counter-Strike, particularly renowned for his unparalleled rifling prowess in Counter-Strike 2. Born on February 16, 1997, in Brčko, Bosnia and Herzegovina, the 28-year-old Bosnian Serb has built a legendary career spanning over 15 years, amassing approximately $1.75 to $1.82 million earnings for more than 4,000 matches. Currently competing for Team Falcons since January 3, 2025, Niko is widely regarded by peers and analysts as the greatest rifler of all time, with a signature aggressive playstyle, clutch ability, and consistent top-tier performances that have landed him in HLTV's top 20 players of the year rankings for a record 10 consecutive years from 2016 to 2025, tying device for the most appearances overall. Despite his individual brilliance, Niko's career is poignantly defined by an ongoing quest for a major championship, having participated in 16 majors without securing a trophy, a streak that underscores both his resilience and the heartbreak of near misses in grand finals. Which mouse does Niko use? Niko uses the Razer DeathAdder V4 Pro as his primary gaming mouse. This choice aligns with his recent partnership with Razer, where he has been actively involved in testing and promoting their products, including prototypes of the DeathAdder line. The DeathAdder V4 Pro is an ultra-lightweight wireless ergonomic mouse designed specifically for esports, featuring a right-handed design that supports palm and claw grips, making it ideal for precise aiming in competitive FPS games like CS2. Niko has publicly shared that he transitioned to this model after using earlier prototypes, such as the DeathAdder V4 Pro Erlkönig prototype, which he tested during tournaments and even gave away to fans via social media contests. The Razer DeathAdder V4 Pro boasts advanced specifications that cater to professional gamers like Niko, including the Focus Pro 45K optical sensor Gen 2 with a maximum sensitivity of 45,000 DPI, tracking speed up to 900 IPS, and acceleration up to 85G for flawless performance on various surfaces. Niko mouse settings. Niko's primary mouse configuration features a DPI of 800, paired with an in-game sensitivity of 0.7, resulting in an effective DPI eDPI of 560, a relatively low sensitivity setup that prioritizes micro adjustments over rapid flicks, allowing him to dominate with pinpoint accuracy in high-stakes scenarios like deagle duels and long-range engagements. This eDPI translates to approximately 74.22 centimeters 360 degrees, meaning Niko must move his mouse roughly 74 centimeters across his mousepad to complete a full 360-degree turn in-game, providing the stability needed for his signature controlled sprays and headshot consistency. Complementing this, Niko sets his zoom sensitivity multiplier to 1, ensuring seamless transitions between hip-fire and scoped aiming without disruptive speed changes, which is crucial for his versatility across rifles like the AK-47 and the AWP. His mouse polling rate is configured at 1000 Hz, striking a balance between responsiveness and system stability on his high-end setup, while he uses the default Windows pointer speed of 6, which equates to no additional acceleration for pure, unadulterated input. Raw input is enabled raw input 1 in config, bypassing Windows mouse processing entirely to deliver direct sensor data to the game, and mouse acceleration is disabled mouse ACL 0, eliminating any nonlinear cursor movement that could throw off his rhythm during critical moments. Niko Crosshair settings. Niko's most recent Crosshair, used in the Spirit vs Falcons match on Dust 2 on December 11, 2025. This crosshair adopts CS2's modern crosshair style for dynamic T-shaped style, which allows for subtle splitting of the crosshair arms at longer distances, aiding in precise target acquisition without cluttering the center. It features a cyan color crosshair color 5, fully opaque alpha crosshair alpha 255, and a visible center dot crosshair at 1 for pinpoint accuracy on heads. The gap is set to -4 crosshair gap -4, creating a tight, converging design where the lines nearly meet at the center, minimizing visual noise. With crosshair size 0, there are no static inner lines, relying instead on the dynamic elements. The thickness is 2 pixels, crosshair thickness 1 for visibility without bulk. No outline is present, draw outline 0, and recoil compensation is disabled, crosshair recoil 0. Ensuring a static feel during sprays. Additional dynamic parameters include a split distance of 7, dynamic split of 7, full inner alpha 1, semi-transparent outer alpha, and a 30% max split ratio, dynamic max dis split ratio 0.3, which subtly expands the crosshair for distant targets while keeping it compact up close. This setup is ideal for Niko's rifler role, providing a clean, green cyan hue that stands out against map textures without distracting from enemy outlines. Niko video settings. Niko's core video settings are tailored for clarity and speed. He runs the game at a resolution of 1280 by 960 in a 4:3 aspect ratio, stretched to fill his ultra-wide monitor, which distort enemy models horizontally for easier headshot acquisition, a staple among top-tier pros. The display mode is set to full screen for 0 windowed overhead, with a refresh rate locked at 500 Hz to match his monitor's capabilities. Boost player contrast is enabled, sharpening the distinction between players and backgrounds, while VSync and Nvidia G-Sync are both disabled to avoid any input delay. Brightness sits at 93%, striking a balance for optimal visibility in both bright and dark map areas without washing out colors. His maximum FPS in game cap is set to 999, allowing uncapped performance on his beastly rig featuring an AMD Ryzen 9 9950X 3D CPU and Nvidia RTX 5090 GPU, ensuring buttery smooth gameplay exceeding 500 FPS consistently. Diving deeper into the Advanced tab, Niko fine-tunes every slider for competitive edge. Multi-sampling anti-aliasing mode is cranked to 8x MSAA, providing superior edge smoothing without the heavy performance hit of higher options, crucial for spotting distant enemies. Global shadow quality is high with dynamic shadows set to all, casting realistic yet non-intrusive shadows that aid in predicting peaker positions without cluttering the screen. Model texture detail and shader detail are both low, minimizing visual noise and texture pop-in for faster rendering. Particle detail is low to reduce smoke and explosion distractions, while texture filtering mode is anisotropic 16x for crisp distant surfaces without FPS loss. Ambient occlusion is disabled to eliminate unnecessary depth shading that can obscure corners. High dynamic range is quality for better color grading, and Fidelity FX Super Resolution is disabled highest quality to avoid any upscaling artifacts. Nvidia Reflex Low Latency is enabled plus Boost, a game changer for reducing system latency by up to 30 milliseconds, perfectly syncing his 800 DPI and 0.7 sensitivity on the Razer DeathAdder V4 Pro Mouse eDPI 560. These settings collectively yield maximal FPS stability and visibility, honed through years of iteration. Niko Monitor Settings. Delving into the OSD settings, Niko fine-tunes the XL2586X Plus 4 optimal image quality in dark, smoke-filled CS2 environments. Diac 2 is set to premium, Zoe's advanced backlight strobing technology that significantly reduces ghosting and sample and hold blur, providing razor-sharp clarity during sprays and flicks, essential for a player of Niko's caliber who frequently engages in long-range duels. Black Equalizer is dialed to 13, enhancing shadow detail in low-light areas without washing out brighter sections, allowing better enemy spotting through smokes or corners. Color Vibrance sits at 14, adding subtle pop to textures for improved target differentiation, while low blue light is off at 0 to preserve natural color balance and avoid eye strain filters that could dull visibility. Picture mode is Gamer 1 with community notes suggesting FPS 1 as an alias, paired with brightness at 85, contrast between 50, and sharpness at 9 for crisp edges without over-sharpening artifacts. Gamma is set to Gamma 3 for balanced midtones, color temperature customized to user-defined red 93, green 88, blue 97 for a cooler tint that aids in distinguishing player silhouettes, and AMA on high for minimal overdrive ghosting. These parameters, sourced from Niko streams and verified configs, create a battlefield-optimized image that emphasizes competitive utility over cinematic appeal. Niko View Model Settings. Breaking down each parameter in detail, FACEIT sets the field of view for the weapon model specifically, making it appear less imposing compared to the default 54 or higher values like 68 used here. This strikes a balance between immersion and screen real estate. Offset X2 shifts the entire model 2 units to the right, accommodating right-handed players. Niko uses right-hand 1, the standard, and clearing more left screen space for spotting enemies during sprays. Offset Y0 keeps the weapon from protruding too far forward or backward, maintaining a flat profile. Offset Z-1.5 lowers the model vertically, tucking it out of the way for headshot lines without making it feel detached. Finally, Preset Pose 2 applies a predefined classic position that holsters the weapon naturally during movement, preventing awkward clipping or floating. Niko Radar Settings. The core of Niko's radar philosophy revolves around clarity and dynamism. He enables player centering with always centered 1, ensuring his icon remains at the radar's heart regardless of movement, which prevents disorientation on large maps like Ancient or Nuke. Complementing this, Rotate 1 makes the radar rotate in sync with his viewpoint, mimicking real-world orientation and making it intuitive to read enemy positions relative to his facing direction, crucial for quick peeks and rotations. The map zoom is set conservatively low at scale 0.35, providing a broad overview of the bomb site and beyond, which suits Niko's aggressive playstyle where he often holds multiple angles or flanks, needing to spot rotations from afar without zooming in too tightly. Niko fine-tunes the radar's visual elements for minimal obstruction. The HUD radar scale is precisely scale 1.000524, effectively 1, keeping the radar compact yet readable in the top left corner without encroaching on his peripheral vision during crosshair placement. Icon scaling is optimized with scale min 0.6, ensuring teammate and enemy dots remain distinguishable at distance without becoming oversized blobs on the zoomed-out map, which is vital for identifying T versus CT positions in smokes or on eco rounds. Additionally, Square with Scoreboard 1 toggles the radar shape to square when the scoreboard is open, maintaining consistency and preventing visual jumps during post-plant or round-end reviews. Niko Skins. At the heart of Niko's inventory lies an elite assortment of knives, emblematic of his affinity for premium, visually striking melee weapons that pro players often pair with gloves for signature loadouts. Leading the pack is the Karambit Gamma Doppler, a covert knife with thousands of market offers across 26 platforms, prized for its hypnotic rainbow phase and aggressive animations perfect for a rifler like Niko who values flair. Complementing it are the Butterfly Knife Doppler, often in the ultra-rare Ruby phase, valued at $11,000 in 2024, and M9 Bayonet Doppler Sapphire Factory New $11,000, both near-flawless examples showcasing sapphire blue gem-like finishes that are among the rarest Doppler variants, outshone only by Black Pearl. Additional blades include the Skeleton Knife Slaughter StatTrack variant and Ursus Knife Ultraviolet StatTrack, adding diversity with their skeletal motifs and glowing purple hues, respectively, each commanding 2,000 offers and underscoring Niko's penchant for StatTrack tracking on high-end items. These knives aren't just collectibles. They've appeared in his in-game loadouts, paired strategically with gloves for thematic cohesion, such as the Butterfly Doppler Ruby with Specialist Gloves Crimson Kimono for a red-black aggressor vibe. Niko Gears. Niko, widely regarded as one of the greatest riflers in Counter-Strike history, currently competes for Falcons Esports after a notable transfer from G2 Esports in early 2025. His transition to Falcons marked a new chapter, where he continues to leverage a highly optimized gaming setup tailored for peak performance in CS2. Niko's gear emphasizes precision, control, and reliability, featuring peripherals primarily from Razer, his official sponsor, and select components from Zowie and Artisan. This configuration, frequently updated and verified through professional tracking sites, reflects his preference for equipment that supports crisp aiming, rapid responsiveness, and visual clarity without unnecessary frills. As of late 2025 and into early 2026, his setup has remained largely consistent, with minor tweaks to crosshairs and monitor profiles, as evidenced by giveaways of his used gear like the DeathAdder V4 Pro prototype and custom Blackshark V3 Pro headsets on his X account. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the esports player and his settings. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite gaming setup tips for what you'd like to see next on the channel. Let's build a gaming community together.